let's get into, some of the cases that are still outstanding. There are 9 parliamentary seats seemingly which are still outstanding, right? 7 of them were redeclared for the NPP, right? 7 of them were redeclared for the NPP. And the NDC went to court, to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court allowed 3 to stay. In those 3, there was no collation that was, completed. And so the collation was done and those results were declared. So the Supreme Court says that stays. But then the 4, which were re-declared, if I should put it that way, recollated and redeclared after they had earlier been declared, the Supreme Court says that is null and void. Go back, hear the mandamus application at the High Court and all of that. What did the numbers say in each of these 9 constituencies before elections? From Nsawama Dredri to Okaikwe.
In Nsawama Dredri, the poll shows that Anadompe was going to win.
Okay. And he's won. He's been declared.
He's been declared winner.
Yeah.
So I wasn't quite surprised with that number. It doesn't matter what argument people put up, but the poll earlier had showed he was going to win. But the win is quite narrow compared to what the poll was suggesting. If you look at Tema Central, for more than 6 months, the poll shows they were losing Tema Central.
It showed that the NPP were losing
Tema Central. And if you look at Dome Kwabinya, the poll shows they were losing Dome Kwabinya. If you look at Ablekumanov, the poll shows they were losing. The only constituency that showed they were winning was Okaikwe Central.
Okaikwe Central. That's Patrick Yabuama's constituency. The one Baba Sadiq,
absolutely,
says he's won.
That was what the polls were saying. But on the election day, when we did the exit poll, the poll showed that NDC was likely to win Okaikwe Central in the exit poll.
The exit poll?
Yes.
The last poll that was
done. That was done on the election day.
When
people had voted and they were going, we spoke to them. That poll showed NDC was winning Okaikwe Central. And then the poll showed NDC was winning Ablekumanov. It showed they were winning Dome Kwabinya and they were winning Tema Central.
Really?
So there were so many evidence from data that showed that those seats actually probably they lost them.
Except for Nsawama Dredri. So out of the 9, apart from Nsawama Dredri,
the other 2, which is it Ahmano?
Yes, there's Techiman South.
The Techiman South, in fact,
there's Techiman South.
The Techiman South, the poll shows that Ajimesa Kosa was going to win the narrow.
Okay, he was going to retain it.
Yes.
But it was going to be a narrow one.
A narrow one, yes.
I see. So, I mean, did it come as a surprise to you, some of those that were, redeclared for the NPP?
Yes, I was surprised. Really, honestly, I was surprised. Really, Tema Central and Ablekumanov and which else was that? I don't know why they were fighting.
Well, they are still trying to
No, I mean, if you look at where they're saying that they should be rerun, in that polling station, NDC won that polling station on the night with almost 66% of the vote. So there's no way you're going to win that place.
I mean, the declaration was done,
I mean, look, I think what EC was done is unthinkable, honestly speaking.
You think what the EC has done is unthinkable?
No, unthinkable. Because...
I mean, they believe that there were some irregularities.
No, they are saying that they say the wrong form. No, say the wrong form was used. That's the case for that constituency, a wrong form. Those who signed the forms were alive, they haven't died. And nobody had disputed those numbers. All they needed to do was to pick the right form, complete the forms again using those figures, and ask for resigning. This is akin to causing financial loss to the state. Frankly, it's just, it's mind-boggling, the approach, because there was no act of illegality. Or it's using the wrong form an act of illegality. No. So I don't know how they come to that conclusion, but only God knows.